to this. All right, Shalom, Shalom. I hope you can hear me. All right. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharallah, scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, who are teaching this word diligently, all right, in truth and in sincerity. All right. Shalom to you sisters who watch and who learn as well. This video is pretty much going off another video that I did, in which I was doing some research on the subject of the Vladi Divac, all right, or the zombie juice, or the thing, all right. And we are watching how, okay, all of these news reports, as you see, I always really do a video on these news reports that are coming out, because the Bible is dealing with prophecy, all right, and all news that comes out on this thing is just it just gives us a picture of this very of putting this humongous beast, all right, which is ultimately the working of Esau, Edom, all right, or the so-called white man, all right. We're putting this the puzzle of this beast together, bit by bit, piece by piece. And so you hear the apostles say the mark of the beast, the MOTB, is the RFID chip, all right. And you have some people who look at this jab, all right, as containing the nanotechnology or the nano chips. And so it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, all right. So, but the best thing is to weather this storm, okay, and not take this thing. Now, thinking back to one of my earlier videos, in which I'm trying to get situated. All right, thinking back on one of my earlier videos, in which Joe Biden, the Joe Biden C-SPAN Robertson video, all right, when they were saying that it was going to be a decision left up to the Supreme Court, here's the things that people must know about that, all right. You have a large majority of Babylonian or American people who are totally sleepwalking, all right. They're fully functioning, okay, walking insomniacs, all right. They can do everything, drive, operate a car, go to work, talk shit, all right. but they are asleep even with their eyes open. All right. Um, uh, there was a Stanley Kubrick movie starring Tom Hanks and Nicole um, Kidman called Eyes Wide Shut. Okay, Eyes Wide Shut, and it was going into the inner workings of, of these elites. All right, the Illuminati, uh, which are these elite bankers, banking families, so on and so forth. All right, and you know, during my the video that I was doing, all right, I came across some information that when I came across it, people were like, yeah, this we said this before. This has been said before, okay? And the algorithm, someone said to use this other search engine. I forgot the name of it. Go something. They said to use another search engine besides Google because Google, hides search results. And it does. Okay, it censors certain information. So you have to be very specific, or they just won't even put it in the search. And so in the video, which I might show the video, I might not. I could just go over it, and then maybe later on play a portion of the video. But the whole origins, okay, of this Vladi Divac, all right, of this thing, all right. I was researching, because you have to figure out how is this, how is this thing spreading the way that it's spreading. You have a fully functioning civilization with a lot of um, things in place that they could curb. They would be able to curb, um, an outbreak like this or a contagion like this. All right. But going back to, uh, Joe Biden and Pat Robertson, um, you have the majority of the American sheeple, okay, who have voluntarily went and have taken the jab, okay. These are the people who, you know, and I'm just going to be honest, okay. These are the people who work for other people. These are the, if it was not a job, these people wouldn't really be nothing, all right, in life, all right. They can't think or operate or function for themselves, okay. Starting businesses, and especially in the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American community, all right. These people are 100% dependent on Esau, okay, to the fact that Esau could never be their enemy, okay. He's actually the tit, okay. He's the tit, the breast that they depend on for nourishment, all right. He has been, all right. You know, it's like watching the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and Martin Lawrence risk it all just to get some, he crosses the line, they shoot at him, whatever it takes to get white only pie. Okay? And so, that's the thing with with 2/3 of our people, of sheeple, all right? They are risking it all. They would risk whatever to get that white only pie, all right? You know, and so they have went and they have taken the thing, all right? And so them other workers, you seen some people, you have people who are fighting this thing, all right? You have people who are fighting this thing tooth and nail, all right, out there. But the problem with that is, the numbers are low. And so you have people who are used to doing work, all right, who are just not going to take, whatever answer or response that they give us, okay? They're taking them to task. Because right now, okay, I technically should be fired from my job, okay? Because the time has went over, okay, the day in which I was supposed to comply with their mandate about getting this shot. But what I did was, all right, I sent in religious forms, all right, and I gave them my reasons for for not being able to partake in this mandate, all right. And so I haven't heard anything back, but I haven't been taken out of work, all right. And you have other people who have taken this thing, all right. They're on their case right now to upload their documentation. Okay? They're on their backs to, upload their documentation, and then you have, those who were holdouts, but with the threat of losing their jobs, they have now sided in and given in to the to the pressure. All right, they've given in to the pressure, and that's what they will always. That's why you can't move. That's why your people are not your people. They're not. You see the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see them doing things, and that's why I urge you to stay away from them as much as really avoid their garbage as much as you can. Okay, they act like they're strong and front. It's all a good game. All right, it's all talk. All right. I've said that many of times, and that's the way that I've always carried it. All right. I don't care what you have, what you're showing. All right. When push comes to shove, you jakes will fold, man, and that I know. All right, that I know. And so you have a lot of them who are folding under pressure, okay, to the will of the of Esau. All right, and so going back to you, like, what does this have to do with Biden and Pat Robertson? Well, one of the things that stick out, okay, that Biden said was that it was an issue that the people would have to decide, pretty much, okay, and the people are deciding now, okay, because this place fake like it does things. Hold on one second. Give me a little tea together. All right. Jake, you see Jake on Instagram shaking their ass, showing, acting like they doing something, man. Shit, Jake is full of it. They're following the black woman, all right? And, she's full of it, okay? And so, pretty much what they're doing is they're going, once this thing, because you have, people who are really doing work concerning this matter. And these people are going to courts, all right? They're going to courts. They're taking, filing class action lawsuits, having a paper trail, okay? Because, this crosses the line when you have a majority, when you have a large segment of the population who is supposed to oppose this. But, on the outside, you really don't. Okay? You have a lot of sheeple, okay, who are saying, oh, man, I got to pay my rent. Man, I'm trying to go to the club Saturday. And really when they say that they're trying to pay their rent, really what they mean is they're trying to go to the club. Okay? And I'm talking about so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? Trying to get some new rims. All right? So on and so forth. Okay, these are going to be the people, all right, who are going to ultimately, because once this mandate, once this goes through the Supreme Court, that the majority has ruled in favor of the mandate. So whatever the minority says, who gives a damn? Okay, and that's the way this thing is going to roll. That's the way this thing is going to be. Okay? That's the way it's going to be. The majority is going to go in favor and follow after and some wondered after the beast. Okay? You're going to wonder after the beast, man. All right? And so you're going to have a majority that does that. And then you're going to have a minority that don't. And so after this pandemic take place, there will be an incident that is set up to take place real soon. All right, there is an incident that is set up to take place real soon. All right, some type of red flag incident. Now, it may be because you have a lot of people who are pulling their pensions. All right, they're upset. They're not going to take this jab, so now the pensions are about to take a blow. And then you have people who are panicking, seeing that other people are beginning to snatch their pensions out and things like that. So that's going to take a blow, and you're going to have a number of people who are going to be on unemployment. Now, here's where it gets sticky. All right. And this goes back to me saying that I haven't heard anything. Well, the reason that I haven't heard anything is because they're trying to clear themselves, all right, of any misdoing. All right, so what their next move is pretty much. I mean, and it's not nothing that someone told me, or I mean, it's all see through. We've witnessed people inside of our own union. Okay, so our own union, you see people inside of the union who are playing ball. Okay, who are playing and moving along with this thing. And so, ultimately, there's going to come a red flag incident to where you're going to have to receive, this mandate is in place, so the next mandate will be guaranteed. All right. So the next time they come with this, they're going to run it. It's going to be like the Patriot Act. Okay? This is going to be like the Patriot Act. Okay? The Supreme Court is going to agree, because right now you have the majorities of these sleeple, all right, who have pretty much volunteered to give up all of their rights. It's like, when you can't make a person what the Constitution says, you can't force them into slavery, but once they relinquish, if they voluntarily make themselves a slave or give up their rights, then that's what happened, and that's what's going on around the country. All right. And a lot of people, they're looking at it right now as, oh, it's nothing. It's, but, and the next step, even the next step, the MOTB itself, the mark of the beast, when they mandate that you have to take this mark after whatever, red flag of event that comes up, after they say that you have to do it mandatorily, you're going to have a number of people who just ups and go do it. Who ups and go do it. And so, this is Job, all right? Job 20:4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And Esau, okay, right? He said that he wasn't going to mandate it. Then he mandated it. All right. They're seeing, these are the wicked. All right. Going back to, Alexander the Creep. All right, when he first came on the scene. All right, and his seed. All right, these Edomites. All right. Going back to Esau, Edom. All right, but then again, okay, to Alexander the Creep. All right, and his seeds. All right, after him. These are the wicked. Okay. And they're trying to formulate this new world order. All right. This is verse 6. It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Yeah. And so, this devil, okay, he has the space force now. All right. As you see, in these billionaires are running back and forth to outer space. Okay. This is talking about Esau, Edom, man. All right, America. All right. All of the Edomite people, man. All right. It says, verse 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. All right. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And definitely, all right. In the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, when we tell stories about, when we, they're gonna know, but on the beginning, all right, us telling stories about how these Edomites, all right, behaved, is going to be like impossible. Just like you telling, all right, a Jake, like, look, Jake, you've been on the highways and byways, and you tell Jake, look, Jake, you a king. You was a king, man. All right, you kings. Esau mocks you. He says, yeah, you kings. All right. You can't tell a so-called Negro, Hispanic, a Native American, or else Negro, okay, because the Hispanics, they kind of deal with the that Aztec and Mayan thing, all right. So they somewhat of understand of their royalty, okay, of a royal stance. But the so-called Negroes, man, all right, you tell them that they were kings and rulers, that's a joke. In the 40s or the 50s, if you would have told an Edomite that a so-called black man was a ruler or a king, they would have laughed at you. Okay? And so this is how it's going to be in the kingdom. This is how it's going to be in the kingdom of the Heavenly Father, man. All right? In the kingdom of the Heavenly Father, it's going to be a joke, all right, to say that the so-called white man, we even calling him, it's going to be a joke to even call him a white man. We're going to be like, look, we used to call him the white man. People are going to be like, oh, hell no. No way. Okay? People are not going to believe it. We're going to say, look, man, they had tanks, helicopters, they was whipping us, hanging us from trees. No one is going to believe it. His woman was beautiful, and the men worshipped her. All of the famous athletes, and they got them a white woman. They gonna be like, man, what you call him white? It's gonna be a fight, man. Jake gonna be ready to fight at that point, man, because no one is going to believe it. Okay, and I'm going to come back, finish this lesson. All right. Do a part 2. But until next time, hope you were edified. Shalom.